to the All Bros podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a lot of bit of the nerd life. This week on the podcast, we got not a whole ton, but we got a decent amount of new pop figures to talk about. One new Blu-ray, and then we're going to skip straight into the main event of the evening because we don't got jack shit to talk about. And our main event this week is going to be our 150th special of the Marvel's Avengers video game breakdown. So,
woo.
Hell yeah. For those of you that don't know, every 50 episodes we try to do a video game breakdown. Our first 50th episode we talked about the PS4 Spider-Man. For episode 100 we broke down Red Dead Redemption 2. And for this one, being our third installment of these 50 episode breakdowns, we're doing Marvel's Avengers. So with that, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
I'm Brucker.
I'm Levi.
And together we co-host a movie podcast called Film on the Rocks. On our movie podcast, we like to have fun with movies, and we don't like to break down movies beat by beat, scene by scene. We like to talk about what was fun about them. So we talk about our favorite scenes, sprinkle in some trivia, we debate whether or not they deserve a sequel, and we also talk about some drinking rules that they can have, such as drink every time Vince Vaughn stuffs his face in Wedding Crashers.
Or something we call the Yoda clause, which is every time Frank Oz jumps on a screen, finish your drink. You can find us on Google Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, or really anywhere you can find podcasts, if this sounds interesting to you.
Yes, and we also love listener interaction, and we also like to take movie requests, so you could reach out to us on Twitter at Film on the Rocks, Instagram, Film on the Rocks Podcast, or email us at fotrpodcast@gmail.com. Hope to hear from y'all.
Give us a listen.
Alrighty, first up in Adventures in Hunting, we got some new pop figures we're going to talk about. First one that we're going to discuss is the Target exclusive Bumblebee.
Yes, so this one has already gone live. I don't know how well it's sold, but it's based off of, so this was for the Funko Fridays thing that they did.
Right.
And this is based off of, I'm pretty sure, the original show. So it's not based off of Michael Bay's version.
Yeah, it kind of has that retro toys vibe.
It does.
So I think they just took this Target exclusive and made it an exclusive because Bumblebee is a fan favorite.
That's true, he is. He very much is. And can't say I blame people because Bumblebee is awesome.
Yeah, Bumblebee's pretty killer. But yeah, I really liked this figure. I mean, obviously I like all of the Transformers ones, but this one's like, it's just nice to look at. Kind of like a basic design, but just, I don't know, visually it looks really good.
No, I get you. I mean, if I compare the two Target exclusives they've done from what I've seen, I would take Starscream over Bumblebee. But maybe that's just
fair.
Maybe that's just because I'm a Decepticon fanboy. I just think they're a lot cooler.
Dude, they are. Like, all of the freaking Autobots, they're like, I mean, Bumblebee and Optimus are the standout ones, but everyone else is just like a car of some sort. Like, all the freaking Decepticons are badass figures. Like, they're, like, Starscream is a freaking fighter jet.
Yeah.
Like, how more badass can you get than that?
I think Bone Crusher has the most badass one.
I'll give you that. What does Megatron turn into? I always forget.
It's kind of fluctuated. He turned into a Cybertron plane, or jet or whatever. And then he turned into a tank, I think, as the movies went along.
Okay. That's what I'm remembering. Yeah, Megatron's pretty cool, but I also think Megatron's a bit of a bitch.
Damn. How rude. So rude.
Yeah. Anyway, so that covers that figure. If you want to check that out, it's at Target.
Hopefully you can
next
find
up,
it.
we got a new line of Marvel zombies.
Yes, Caleb's favorite line. We all know it's Caleb's favorite. Come on.
Oh yeah, freaking can't get enough of these Marvel zombies.
Yeah, he already has all of the Hulks. He can't wait to get this whole other Hulk that's in this line as well. He's just so stoked, guys. Like, he's over the moon.
I hope you guys are understanding the sarcasm in his voice. I freaking hate these figures.
It's not sarcasm. I promise you guys. I am truly being truthful. Caleb loves these figures. Wink, wink.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
So what figures are we getting in this line?
So in this line, we are getting classic Thor zombie. So it's not MCU zombie. It's not MCU Thor. He looks as if he just stepped right out of the comics. And then we're also getting Gambit, Doctor Doom, Red Hulk, and MODOK. The Red Hulk actually looks badass.
The Red Hulk does look pretty good. Like, I don't hate, like, absolutely despise these figures. It's just, I don't care for them. Like, I don't care for collecting them.
That's fair.
Is what I'll say.
I get that.
And it's just the reason I'm so bitter towards them is because there's a Hulk or a zombie Hulk.
Yeah.
And I've been debating whether or not to get that one. But then they came out with a 10-inch version of it, and I'm like, do I? But I don't think I want that Hulk. So, there's a lot of Hulk figures out there, and I think that's just one of the ones I don't want. And it's going to bug me when I do freaking get them all.
Yeah.
That I don't have all of them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like that will seriously be one that I will maybe, like soft maybe, I might pick up if I do end up collecting all of the other Hulk figures that I want.
Or, I could just...
Otherwise, probably not.
Or, just look out for one or two for your birthday.
Dude, if anyone gets me a zombie Hulk, I will punch them in the throat.
Okay, fine. I'll just get you All Bros merchandise. Jeez. That's become.
You like how that's kind of become our thing?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. It's kind of funny that literally, I feel for Christmas I'm kind of different, but for Caleb with Christmas, birthday, and then me for birthday, we always get each other some type of All Bros merchandise, whether it be a shirt, a hoodie, a mug. I don't think we've done a pillow yet, have we?
No, we've not done a pillow. But
Okay,
I think that's just because we wear hoodies and shirts more than...
Fair.
Like, I don't like those small pillows.
That's fair.
Like, if it was like a pillow case, like, I'd probably be down for that. But just like a pillow, because it's more like a throw pillow.
Yeah.
And I don't really use throw pillows all that much.
Birthday idea for Caleb. Just saying.
Yeah. There's a lot of other All Bros stuff that I would rather have.
Okay, really quickly, while we're on the subject, I just want to give like a huge, even though he's right here, I'm giving a huge shout out to Caleb for giving me one of the best Christmas presents I've ever gotten. He made an All Bros shirt that has my last name on one side and then the All Bros logo on the front on the other side, and then on the back he finally made the official logo for Reading with Rose. And I'm gonna post a picture of it on our Instagram and Facebook because it's amazing. He did an amazing job, and I love it so much. He almost got me tearing up. It was so funny. It was so good, and I loved it so much. But yeah, thank you, Caleb. I really appreciated you doing that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I changed the logo a little bit on the front.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that.
So if you guys have seen our logo, our old logo, because now I kind of made it look, or the All Bros look a little bit more metallic.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but for the shirt, because I can't get a good like metallic gradient, and it would just kind of end up looking like a smear.
Fair.
I changed it so all of the lettering is red, is just a solid red instead of that weird skyscape or cityscape that we had in the background. So that's what I ended up doing. I changed it to a solid red color, and I think it ended up looking pretty
it
good.
really did. Like, looks amazing.
Yeah, so the good things to know for future reference.
Yes. So, so should I post that picture like the day that I post about adventures in hunting, or should I just post it randomly? What do you think?
Either or.
Okay.
I think.
But expect that picture soon, guys, because it's amazing. I love it so much.
Yeah, and I'll make that available on TeePublic.
Dude, I'll bet you money that Sammy's dad is gonna want to buy it. Dead serious. I'll bet you money that Sam is gonna buy a Reading with Rose t-shirt.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Anyway.
So.
Marvel Zombies.
Yes. So, Caleb, you're going to have to help me out with some of these because I don't know all these characters. Or at least, maybe I do. Okay, so first up, we have an FYE exclusive Mystique zombie. Next up, them being basic as hell, they could have just made this the Chase. The box lunch exclusive Gambit that glows in the dark. It's the exact same pose, but whatever. And then a Funko Shop limited edition. I want to say this is Moon Knight. And Caleb, I'm gonna flip my camera just to see if you.
It is Moon Knight.
Okay, and then the one below that, is that She-Hulk?
Yep.
Okay, so Moon Knight's a Funko Shop exclusive, and then She-Hulk is gonna be a Hot Topic exclusive, and then oh shit, what is
Rogue.
Rogue? Yeah, Rogue. See, I suck at X-Men. And she will be a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah, they're okay. They're Marvel zombies. It's just
the only
a zombified version of your favorite characters.
They haven't done mine yet. What the hell?
Dude, I'm surprised that they haven't done more Hawkeye.
Yeah, for real though. Have you really quickly. Okay, have you played I mean, I know we're going to be talking about Avengers, but have you played any of the Kate Bishop storyline?
Nope.
Have you seen any of the clips at all?
Some.
Have you seen anything?
Not all of them.
Have you seen anything with Clint? Like what happens at the end?
Yes.
Okay, so then you know the part where like they're all sitting around on the couch and what Tony says to him?
That might have to wait until later. If you're going to spoil it, but
no, it wouldn't be spoiling it. But I was just wondering if
I don't remember what he said.
Okay. But it kind of like goes with what you just said, and it was kind of Square Enix being like, "Okay, everybody, shut the hell up."
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Anyway, so after those, we have a new SpongeBob Funko Pop coming out. This is going to be a Hot Topic exclusive. And this is when he's trying to get ripped, and so he's weightlifting a stuffed bear and a stuffed bunny. And it's freaking fantastic. I freaking love this thing.
This is a good figure. I think if this were, if the store was still open, I'm pretty sure this would be a Toys R Us exclusive. It just kind of feels like it would.
I mean, might be a Toys R Us exclusive in Canada. considering that they
You
still
better
have
hope
them
not,
there.
unless you want it.
No, I'm good. Like I said, man, I hardly collect Funko Pops anymore. I can't remember the last time I bought a Funko Pop. It's been that long.
Honestly, I can't either. All mine are still put away in a box right next to my desk.
Yeah.
I need to put mine out, though.
You
I'm
do.
afraid some of them are going to get jacked up. Yeah, well, yeah, so that pretty much covers all of the pop figures. Moving over to Blu-rays, we got one new release coming out.
Yes. And that is Liam Neeson's new movie called Honest Thief. And I find it funny that the tagline was it's kind of like a rip-off of Taken. It says, "Never steal a man's second chance." Like, you literally could just put, for Taken, just put, "Never steal a man's daughter or kid," whatever.
Yeah, I saw some bits and pieces of this movie.
Thoughts? Not impressed?
I'm not impressed.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think Liam Neeson's good, but everyone else around him I feel is kind of overacting.
Okay.
And there is at least from what I saw, there's a lot of bad effects in it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, then I probably will not be watching it.
Yeah, probably not. So, yeah. So if you want to go see that movie, I would Redbox it first.
Yeah.
Or wait for it to come to streaming.
Yeah. I'm sure it will probably be on Netflix within a couple months.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that covers everything in news today.
Yeah, I believe that is it.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's a new record for us to get to the main event, but pretty close.
Why? What are we at? Time-wise?
Like 17 minutes.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get into the main event of the evening.
Let's do it.
Time for the main event.
It's main event time.
Let's play a game.
Alrighty, before we get into the actual breakdown, we did post a question of the week and we got some responses. So the question that we posted was, which Avenger would you like to play as in a video game? And so we got our first ever response. I think it's our first ever response to our question on Facebook.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, from our good friend Vic over at Crash and Taz's Movie Cellar. So he said, first, Spider-Man. Always Spider-Man. And anyone who's listened to our previous breakdowns of anything Spider-Man, you know that Vic is a Spider-Man junkie.
Mm-hmm.
So, not super surprised. But he also said, second, why am I not going to be in this episode? And Vic, it's because you don't play video games.
Yeah. Because
that is why.
Although you could have just watched the whole thing or all of the cutscenes on YouTube, it wouldn't have been the same. You wouldn't have gotten the full effect.
Ooh, I probably should have suggested that.
Oh. Well, good going, Caleb.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, Vic, if you're going to get mad at either of us, just get mad at Caleb. This is all his fault.
I'll take that blame.
Oh, shit.
Moving on over to Instagram, we got a response from the Dynamic Duel podcast at Dynamic Duel podcast. They said, I think Falcon would have some cool levels.
Hell yeah, that would have been awesome. Maybe in the future.
Absolutely. A few things, though.
Okay.
a Falcon does not fly like Iron Man,
That is true. He does not.
and he does not fly like Thor. He's very acrobatic in the way that he does fly. They would have to do some crazy improvement to the flight mechanics.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into in our breakdown. But I think if they were to improve the flight mechanics to Falcon, Falcon would be so much fun to play as.
I mean, I don't know if we're even going to get all the DLC that we were promised, so...
We're probably not. I think we're getting Kate Bishop, we're getting Hawkeye, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, after Clint, I think they're done.
Yeah.
This game was
unless
not
they
as
have
successful as I
everything...
thought it was going to be.
Yeah, unless they have everything ready... if they have everything ready to go, then I do think that we might see some new characters.
Yeah.
And if I had to bet, I'm betting we're gonna see Hawkeye for sure. Pretty sure we're gonna see Black Panther.
Okay.
Because they did a big announcement on that. And I think they're going to leave it at that.
They did that.
No, they did one for Black Panther
Oh,
before the game was released.
oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, and then I think PlayStation users are still going to get Spider-Man.
Yes, suck it. I'm kidding.
We'll get into it, but after this game, I could give two shits.
Fine, damn.
Yeah, and then last, we got a response from our friend Sammy at Flamingal5. She said, I'm sure I can guess Jonathan's.
I feel attacked. I'm just going to say that right now.
It's just because you're so freaking obvious about everything.
I know I am. But thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I feel like I should have worded this a bit different, because playing as an Avenger is one thing. I should have reworded it to more ask what Avenger would make for a really fun video game.
I mean, my answer
Like a single, just standalone.
Yeah, my answer's still the same, Hawkeye.
I think you could have a lot of fun with Hawkeye. I think you could also have a lot of fun with Black Widow. I think you could have a lot of fun with all of these people.
You could.
Yeah, it's just the way that this was. We'll get into it. We will get into it, Caleb. Calm down.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
Yeah. So, anyway, thank you to everyone that answered our question of the week. We really appreciate all of your
very, very
responses.
much. Even though, thanks, Sammy, I feel attacked. But, just...
So, with that, we will get into our actual breakdown of this video game. And for those of you who have never listened to any of our video game breakdowns before, we have split video games into 10 different categories that we individually grade to come to a final All Bros letter grade. So, the categories that we are going to grade are story, writing, voice acting, character development, which in this case could be team development. Well, no, it could be character development.
Okay.
Graphics, music, gameplay, main missions, side quests, and then at the very end we give it our own personal grade. So, with that, let's get into the story.
Get ready for another amazing installment of Reading with Rose.
With 2 E's.
Yep. All right. So, on A-Day, 5 members. I love how they have to point out that Hawkeye's not there. I just love that. 5 members of the Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, and Hulk, celebrate the unveiling of a second headquarters in San Francisco and their own helicarrier, the Chimera, powered by a Terrigen crystal. However, the ceremony is interrupted by a terrorist attack led by Taskmaster, resulting in most of San Francisco and the Chimera being destroyed and Captain America's apparent death. The Terrigen crystal's destruction also produces Terrigen mist, which turns countless people into Inhumans. Blamed for the tragedy, the Avengers disband. 5 years later, superheroes have been outlawed while a science-based corporation called AIM, led by former Avengers scientist George Tarleton, takes the Avengers' place in society. They establish a virtual police state in the country, promising to find a cure for what is dubbed the Inhuman disease. At her home in Jersey City, teenage Inhuman Kamala Khan discovers damaged video footage apparently revealing Tarleton locking Captain America in the reactor room before it exploded. She is soon contacted by Tiny Dancer, a member of a resistance movement against AIM, who warns her that AIM has tracked her down. She attempts to meet Tiny Dancer at Heroes Park, but is captured by AIM scientist Monica, I'm going to butcher this, Rapacini? Do you even know how to say her last name?
No, I do not.
So we're just going to go with Rapacini. And brought to Tarleton, who was mutated following his exposure to the Terrigen mist. Tarleton and Rapacini try to convince her that AIM wants to help her understand and control her inhuman abilities, but Kamala escapes and makes her way to Utah to find the resistance. Kamala's search brings her to the Chimera's hidden wreckage, in which she finds Hulk, who attacks her before reverting back into Bruce Banner. She shows him the footage and eventually convinces him to assist her in proving the Avengers' innocence despite his reluctance. Traveling to a former S.H.I.E.L.D. compound to retrieve Jarvis, the two are confronted by AIM and one of their operatives, the Abomination. Hulk defeats him before he and Kamala return to the Chimera to reactivate Jarvis and set out to reunite the Avengers, starting with Tony Stark. While they find Stark at his family estate, he is reluctant to help as Banner's testimony of A-Day incriminated the Avengers. Upon learning of Kamala's evidence, Stark agrees to join them and works to restore the Chimera. Amidst their search for parts to help him, Kamala and Banner stumble upon the Anthill, an Inhuman sanctuary, and the Resistance's headquarters run by Dr. Hank Pym. While assisting them, Kamala disobeys orders and attempts to raid AIM prison on her own to rescue Inhumans, but is captured. While in custody, she learns Rapacini's efforts to make an Inhuman cure were unsuccessful, leading Tarleton to prioritize the manufacturing of adaptoids. Having worked undercover with AIM, Romanoff infiltrates the facility, captures Rapacini, and frees Kamala, revealing she is Tiny Dancer. Banner attempts to interrogate Rapacini about the Adaptoid Lab's whereabouts, but she resists before AIM forces attack. Wow, they butchered this. Force attacks the Chimera and retrieves her. Okay, whoever wrote this, I thought I was bad with grammar. I'm just saying. Witnessing the attack, Thor intervenes and rejoins the Avengers. However, Jarvis restores the footage which shows Captain America ordering Tarleton to seal him inside so he can destroy the reactor, apparently causing the explosion. Believing A-Day really was their fault, the Avengers fragment. While reviewing the interrogation, Kamala realizes AIM's Adaptoid Lab is on their satellite and relays this information to the Avengers, rallying them with a heartfelt speech. Stark upgrades his suit to achieve space travel and infiltrate the satellite, where he discovers Rapacini. Whatever. Put Captain America in suspended animation so she could harvest his blood and use it to power the adaptoids and covertly accelerate Tarleton's mutation. Thor helps his fellow Avengers escape, during which Captain America reveals he destroyed the reactor because it was unearthing something underneath the bay that threatened to destabilize the San Andreas Fault and destroy California. Meanwhile, Tarleton discovers what Rappaccini has done to him and seemingly kills her. Reassembled, the Avengers deduce Rappaccini hired Taskmaster to hijack the Chimera and steal the Terrigen's crystal, which unearthed the unknown object. They soon learn that Tarleton, now calling himself MODOK, plans to exterminate Inhumans and any other superpowered beings around the world, including MODOK himself afterwards. The Avengers storm his San Francisco fortress, but MODOK activates the buried object in the bay, a massive Kree sentry, and overpowers them. Kamala grows to giant size and destroys it, sending MODOK falling into the bay. With the Avengers reunited and MODOK defeated, Kamala returns home and rejoins her father, who secretly allows her to join the Avengers. In a mid-credit scene, a still-living Rappaccini becomes AIM's new Scientist Supreme, while the Kree Sentry launches a pod into space. In a post-credit scene, Maria Hill informs the Avengers that S.H.I.E.L.D. has discovered AIM's activities. Upon completion of the Reigning Supreme campaign, a cutscene will play wherein Kamala is officially named an Avenger.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, the story premise is good.
It is. I actually really, really like the story.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the story was really interesting. It's just, it's a very short story.
It is. It's like barely 8 hours of gameplay, right?
Let me see how. Okay, so for comparison, Red Dead Redemption 2, the main story alone can take 40 to 60 hours to complete.
Holy hell.
And that's main story alone. 40 to 60 hours. Marvel's Avengers is around 10.
Wow.
It is a fourth of what Red Dead Redemption 2 is in length. And they were able to squeeze in a good story, I feel. It's there was potential for more, and that's where it was lacking. But, that being said, we're not grading on what could have been, we're grading on what was.
Yeah.
And I think the story was pretty solid.
I agree. I loved it being, you get to see the Avengers through Kamala's eyes, and how much she looked up to them, how even after A-Day she knew it wasn't their fault, there was something sinister being built behind the scenes, just watching her discover what her powers are all about, knowing that being an Inhuman is not a bad thing. This was my first introduction actually to Miss Marvel, and I absolutely freaking love her now. Fantastic character.
She's amazing. Honestly, they could rebrand this game to be Ms. Marvel.
They really could.
If they were to do that instead of this game, I think they could have had something really freaking killer.
Yeah,
yes, don't get me wrong. If this were just a Ms. Marvel game, I would want to play as Hulk. I'd want to play as Iron Man. I'd want to play as Thor and Captain America. But I think I would have liked the game overall better if it were just centered around one character.
That's fair.
I think that they could have done more with her abilities, kind of fleshed them out a little bit more. But we'll get into that later down the line.
Would you have liked to see more of her home life?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like a Spider-Man-esque Ms. Marvel game.
All right. That's fair.
Where instead of swinging from skyscraper to skyscraper, you're in a little town in New Jersey, and you're running across rooftops
Yeah.
and just doing that sort of shit. Like, I think that would be so much fun.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, like, you could, like, fling yourself, like, just stretch your arms and fling. Kind of done something along those lines. I feel like that would have made for a really fun game. But the story, it flowed really well. But, like we said, it's a short game.
It really.
I beat this in 3 or 4 sessions.
I beat it probably in about like 6, I'd say.
How many?
You said 3 to 4, right?
Yeah, 3 to 4 sessions
I
of
think
play.
I would
and
say
I played maybe a couple hours at a time.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, I feel you're a better gamer than me. So it took me probably about like 6 to 7 settings.
Yeah, and it's nothing against like the way you play. It's just I don't know. I feel like there are times where the story gets slow.
It does, and also there were just some areas with you're getting attacked by so many freaking AIM robots that if I didn't turn it off, I was going to throw my controller through my TV.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in gameplay.
Yeah,
But story-wise, it was a good story. It wasn't like the best story on planet Earth.
No, but I mean,
you don't
it's definitely
like it's
really
so
over
weird
quickly.
because yeah, and I think it's something like if it would have followed one Avenger the entire time, I think they could have gotten away with a lot of the emotional things that they were trying to do.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, you play as Ms. Marvel for the first little bit, and like kind of going around like the event, the A-Day Chimera event, and you get to kind of get a vibe for Kamala, and it's fun.
It is.
Like, it's so much fun seeing her interact with all the Avengers and
Like
her
most
fellow
of the time,
nerds.
Like most of the time, a lot of people I feel don't like walk around levels like that, walk around introductions. But I absolutely loved it. I felt like a little kid. I would have been the same way if I got to meet Captain America, Thor, Black Widow. Like, come on.
Hell yeah. But the way that it like cut between all of the Avengers, it's lacking in some of the emotional aspects. Like Kamala, she has like a final battle with a Kree Centurion at the very end. If you haven't played this game, spoiler alert, so sorry, but
Whoops.
yeah, but I think you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah.
So she has a final battle with a Kree Centurion, so she embiggens to a like crazy size. And I think that there's like an emotional aspect to that. Like the way that she's able to like grow huge like that. It's just like harnessing all of that power inside her that she doesn't quite know how to harness to its fullest potential. And it didn't feel as powerful because of other, like, it's giving you these tiny little emotional arcs. Because you're playing as 6 different characters throughout this entire game.
Yeah.
And some characters don't even get emotional arcs. Like, Thor doesn't get shit.
No, he does not.
Thor just kind of freaking appears.
Yeah, Thor's
Iron
just
Man
there.
has this guilt thing with Cap, and then he goes and, like, rescues Cap, and then they have kind of a sweet moment. That's also lacking.
I feel the biggest emotional part for me was when Bruce and Kamala find Tony and they're talking about, A-Day and all this stuff. And, Bruce is just saying, like, hey, I still agree that it was our fault. And he straight up points out, yes, I have flaws, but at least I can admit them. And I
Yeah,
was
like that would have been more powerful if you were following just Hulk.
Yeah.
Or if you're following just Tony.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's jumping in between, it doesn't give you enough time to get emotionally invested.
No, that's fair.
Like, I think like those moments, if you were to go in completely blind, wouldn't have hit me as hard if I didn't just come off of Endgame.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, okay, speaking of going with that Kamala turning huge to defeat Tarleton's shit, what's it called again?
The Centurion.
Centurion, thank you.
So it's a Kree Centurion. That was what Captain
Yes,
America was
that's
trying
what
to
it is.
avoid from waking.
Oh, yes, okay, thank you. How would you have felt that after she falls down, if she would have said, this is an MCU reference, does anyone have any orange slices?
Dude, that would have been so funny.
That would have made the whole damn game for me. I'm like, okay, this game gets an A+. Thank you.
A+. Yeah, it's a good story. It keeps you entertained. It has its slow moments. There's a lot of emotional connections that are just lacking because you're switching from character to character to character. And there's a lot of history behind some of these emotions that aren't getting fully grabbed. So I'm not the highest with this story. Where are you at?
I don't know. I like just thinking about the story. I had a lot of fun with this story. Like it's a simple story. It's kind of a short story if you compare it to other video games. But I would, like you said, you were never bored. Had decent character development. Yes, it would have been better if like they would have focused on one character instead of be switching on and off between two when it came to emotional scenes. I don't know. I'd say like a solid 80.
I can give you an 80 on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the jumping back and forth that freaking throws you.
Yeah, I can
because you're playing as Kamala for a majority of the game, and then you have a couple missions as Iron Man rescuing Captain America. Then you're playing as Captain America for a little bit, and then you guys finally escape, and then they get like a stranded in space scene, and I don't know, like the connection doesn't really hit.
Yeah, no, I can definitely agree with that.
So I'll agree with that. The story's a decent 80. Writing. The writing I think was pretty spot on.
It was like holy shit.
Yeah, it was a lot better than the story. I wouldn't quite put it in the 90s. I'm sitting like above 85 somewhere.
Okay. So you said above 85.
But above 85. That's where I'm personally sitting. Just because like the writing was very fluid. All of the jokes I feel landed really well.
Absolutely.
The dialogue felt really good.
Yeah.
I think they could have, like, especially with a fangirl like Kamala, I think you could have gone really cheesy with the dialogue, but they went pretty straight with it, and it worked out really well. Like, these actually felt like real people.
Yeah. I can absolutely give you that.
Where are you at? Because I said just above 85.
Oh, I thought you said 85. I'm sorry. I'm probably at like an 87.
87?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right, next up we got voice acting. So I think we're just going to do the main six. So we have Sandra Saad, who voiced Kamala Khan. Nolan North, who voiced Iron Man and Tony Stark. Troy Baker, who voiced Bruce Banner. Laura Bailey, who voiced Black Widow. Travis Willingham, who voiced Thor Odinson. And Jeff Shine, who voiced Captain America. And then Darren DePaul voiced the Hulk, but the Hulk didn't really talk all that much.
No,
so
it really didn't.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's okay, Caleb. You can
So let's start off with the person I feel had the least amount of dialogue. Thor.
Yeah, Thor didn't get shit here, didn't they?
Yeah. So Travis Willingham, he has voiced Thor before. He voiced Thor in the Avengers Assemble show.
Oh shit, yeah, he did. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah, and
damned.
he's done a lot of video games. Like he was in Star Wars Fallen Order.
Oh.
He voices Thor in the Marvel Dimensions of Heroes. Ben 10, Guardians of the Galaxy show. He was Thor. Avengers Assemble. He was Thor. So he's played Thor before.
Damn.
So I think he knew the character really well. So I think that even though he wasn't given that much to do, the voice work was still really well done.
I absolutely agree.
So I think he's one of the higher ones for me. Like he's probably maybe third or fourth.
Okay.
Probably third.
Third.
I think he's top 3. So, but that being said, Thor was good. Not like it wasn't anything special. I don't think his performance was super like whoa.
So you thinking like in the 80s?
I'm thinking the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. Like where are you thinking?
I'm thinking like a solid 85.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Let's see. Next up, Cap.
I actually loved the guy that voiced Cap.
Yeah, so the guy who voiced Cap his name is Jeff Shine.
Okay.
And he hasn't done a whole lot of big names in video games.
Well, I know this game did not do that well, but come on, developers, pick up on this guy. He has a great voice.
Yeah, like the last game that he's been in a few games, but he did a voice in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, hey.
The local pedestrian population.
Oh my goodness.
So he was just random voice.
Hey, that's awesome though that he went from that to Captain America. So
yeah.
Gotta give him credit.
Let's see. Brotherhood Initiate in Fallout 76. People of Solace in Just Cause 4. Additional voices in Kingdom Hearts 3. Additional voices in Kingdom Hearts 7. And then Captain America in Marvel's Avengers.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we differ in this. I did not like his voice.
Really? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. He seemed like it was so quiet.
That's
like
fair.
all the time. Like
but I don't know. I feel
okay,
it kind of
like
works
when
for
I
this
think
Cap.
Captain kind of, but they're kind of going off of like Thor. Like the reason his voice worked so well is because Thor is like an almighty god, and he walks like one, and he talks like one, and he's just like very like huzzah and like everything.
Yeah.
Captain America, like I know he's not Thor, but I feel like Captain America should have a voice that's commanding.
I feel he does still.
Does he though?
I think he does.
He went like I don't think he like did it very much like commanding. Like okay, when he was talking for long periods of time, I think that's when his voice sounded really good.
Yeah.
It was small little things.
I mean,
like
I feel
okay, big example, A-Day. when he's talking to Kamala,
Yeah.
very soft spoken.
Yeah, but don't you kind of like when you're I don't know. If I was a kid, I could see Captain America being that way.
Yeah, but he was like that when he was talking to frickin' Widow too. Very just like you know the signs of a great leader. Blah, blah, blah.
That was
Like
an
just kind of
amazing
like really.
impersonation.
Yeah, he's just so like quiet and just. I'm like, that's not what I want Captain America to be. Like Captain America should have like a voice that carries itself. Like when I think Captain America, the voice that I think of is the one from Avengers Assemble.
That one was a good voice.
Yeah, like that voice is freaking spot on, and I'm pretty sure it was Troy Baker that did it.
Damn, how many voices did
And
Troy
Troy Baker is in this freaking game.
How many voices did Troy Baker do in that show? Because I know he did Hawkeye. I know he did Loki. Like, hot damn.
Yeah, let's see. Trying to find. Okay, so I was mistaken. Troy Baker voiced Hawkeye and Loki.
I was right.
So someone freaking voice. Was it Nolan? Okay, it wasn't Nolan. But anyway, my point is. Oh no, that's the video game. I'm stupid. The point is, Captain America should have a commanding voice, I feel. Or not even like a command, just a voice that carries itself. Like someone who gives orders. This guy doesn't sound like he gives orders.
Sorry, I gotta disagree with you, man. He was one of my favorite voices. If anything,
I'm also thinking of when the first explosion happened on the bridge.
Yeah.
And Cap is like sitting there, like all the Avengers are kind of standing there watching. And all he does is he like looks over and he's like, Tony. And then Tony's like, got it. And it flies off. Like very just soft, like. I feel like Captain America should have been like, Tony, go report. And then Tony had been like, got it, and then flown off.
Well, hey, I mean, considering how long that they've been working together as a team, they just pick up on stuff like that. Don't even need to tell me what you mean.
That's a bullshit. That is a bullshit.
No, I could totally see that. With a group like the Avengers, for how long that they have worked together, I could totally see someone just being like, saying their name, just like, oh, I'm on it. Because you've already assessed the situation. You're just like, okay, Cap just said my name. He just wants me to go check it out.
Gosh, we are going to fight.
Yeah, I think we are, because you don't even want to know how high I am.
Okay, how high are you thinking?
I'm actually higher than Thor.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm at a 90.
Holy shit!
I'm sorry. I loved him. I thought he did a great Captain America.
I hated his Captain America.
Oh shit! Then where are you at?
I'm sitting. I'm at a 65.
Damn.
Yeah. So
I think this is the most divisive we've ever been.
I think it is too.
Holy shit.
His voice was just, it didn't scream Cap to me. And it only, like, I feel like his voice only fit when he was talking for long spans of time.
I don't know. I disagree, but that's just me. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to average these out. So, if we average out your 90 with my 65, that brings us to a 77 and a half.
Okay.
That's meeting in the middle.
All right. I'll take it.
All right. Next up, let's do Widow, voiced by Laura Bailey.
She was
And
fantastic.
Yeah, and Laura Bailey voiced Mary Jane Watson in the PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, she... Let's see, who else did she voice? She voiced Black Widow in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Oh.
And she voiced Black Widow in Avengers Assemble.
Thought I recognized that voice.
Yep. But yeah, she's done a lot of voice for Black Widow.
I mean, she's really good at it, so I don't blame them for having her come back each and every time.
Yeah. I actually really like her voice. I thought it was also one of the higher voices. Like, I put it maybe... Captain America is definitely the lowest for me.
Damn.
So Widow is probably number 4.
Okay.
And so, 4. Then 3 would be Thor. And then I'll talk about my top 2 in a minute. But yeah, she's about number 4 for me.
Okay.
But that being said, I think she was still like fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit lower than Thor, I'd feel.
Okay.
But maybe by like a point.
So we gave Thor an 84, right?
We gave Thor an 85.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I meant we should.
Yeah, so we'd give her an 84.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Hell yeah.
I feel Captain America's the only one that we're going to fight on.
Yeah. All right, next up, let's do Troy Baker, who voiced Bruce Banner.
Oh, loved him.
Okay, we were wrong. This is not the only one that we're gonna fight.
Damn it. Okay, well, shit.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I love Troy Baker. His voice is so good. Like, let's see what other things he's done. Like, voicing Loki and Hawkeye. I love him as Loki and Hawkeye. Like, his voice is just so distinct. I feel that he was wasted as Bruce Banner.
I disagree.
Dude, what?
I'm sorry. I disagree. I loved his Bruce Banner. I loved it.
You're killing me, Rose.
You're welcome.
I will say this. So he's above Captain America for me.
Okay.
Like I said, Captain America's bottom, then Banner, then Widow. But the margins between Widow and Banner are really thick.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So
okay.
it's like a decent jump.
Okay.
And then it's Widow and then Thor.
Okay. So what are you at?
I'm like at a 70.
Okay, I'm at about an 80.
So meet in the middle at 75.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Cool. All right, next up we got Nolan North, who voiced Iron Man and Tony Stark.
Okay, I swear if you did not like him, I'm going to kick your ass.
I actually liked this one.
Okay, thank goodness.
So, cool your tits.
Okay.
So, yeah, Nolan North, I think, brought a lot of energy to Iron Man.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
I honestly would have preferred to see Nolan North and Troy Baker swapped.
Really?
Yeah, I think Troy Baker would have done a better Iron Man, and Nolan North would have made a better Banner.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Nolan North, he's done a lot of shit.
Okay, well.
Like, he voices Nathan Drake in the Uncharted series.
Oh, shit.
He voices Desmond Miles in Assassin's Creed. What other? He did another. Oh, he voices Lego Superman and Clark Kent.
Wait, in like the Lego Batman series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna
In
say.
Ultimate Alliance 3, he voiced Deadpool and Rocket.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I know he did, or he voiced Deadpool in Deadpool's video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
But yeah, I think he would have done a killer job as Banner.
That definitely would have been interesting.
Yeah, kind of bring a little bit of his, like, a more mild-mannered Nathan Drake into it.
Okay. Yeah, that could actually really
But
work.
yeah, let's see. Yeah, he voiced Rocket in the Telltale series. I'm trying to see if there's any other video games that we... Yeah, Superman and Lego DC. He's done a lot of work. Yeah, he would have freaking killed it as Banner.
I can agree with that.
So, seeing him in the Iron Man role, like, I think it was a good casting choice, but I think they could have chosen a better casting for Troy Baker.
How rude.
Like, I probably would have put Troy Baker. I would have actually preferred him as Captain America.
Rude. So rude.
Yeah, it's just I don't like Jeff Shine's Captain America.
So rude. So rude.
Yeah. So what are you thinking for Nolan?
I don't know. I liked him as much as Cap's voice, so I'm probably like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna go for a 90 again.
I can give you that.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and then last up we got Kamala Khan voiced by Sandra Saad.
Yeah, she was fantastic. She
was amazing.
She definitely gets the highest score, at least to me.
I absolutely agree. And she has not been working long.
Well,
She had like her first credits from 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm really hoping this movie gets her a lot more work. Not movie, wow,
Or
video game.
This video game.
Yeah. I don't know words.
Yeah, I loved her voice. I think she absolutely killed it as Kamala Khan.
Absolutely agree.
So, what are you thinking with her score?
I'm at a 95 for her.
I can give you that. Absolutely.
Hell yes.
I might have effed up.
Gosh damn it, Caleb.
What the hell? Hold on.
And this is why we don't pay him the big bucks.
Asshole. What did we give Banner?
I think it's 75.
75.
Yeah, because we met in the middle.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. That brings us to an 84.416%.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. All right, next up we got character development, which I think we could do Kamala.
Yeah, okay.
So Kamala has a pretty decent arc, I feel. She kind of goes from like fangirl without superpowers, gets her superpowers, and realizes that her heroes are all human and have their flaws. and kind of learns to rely on herself and become her own hero.
Especially
And then she goes, and then she goes from that to even becoming the hero of one of her heroes.
Yeah. I feel with what you said of how she has to basically, she can't always rely on her hero, she has to rely on herself, and I feel that's very evident in the scene where Banner literally just tries to pass her off to Tony. And it's just like, damn. Well, F you, Banner.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's... The things that I'm going to have to dock for with development is you don't really... it doesn't really explain her powers.
It doesn't.
Like her powers are explained. Like, you understand what her powers are. But she has, like, this embiggening power where she can grow really big. And then she grows even bigger. And then she, like, passes out because she can't control it.
Yeah.
She never, like, it never really explains, like, how she's able to do that.
No.
Like, I think that would have been a really good place for Thor to step in.
Ooh, yeah, that would have been really good.
And kind of show, like, I'm harnessing all of this power through my hammer. Like, it's help guiding my power. You need to help show your power what to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't rely on your powers to just do whatever they're going to do. Like, you are in control. Like, I think that would have been a really good moment for Thor.
That really would have.
But they didn't, and it just kind of felt like, oh, she's used to growing big now, so that's why. Like, they never really explained why she was able to suddenly control her giant form.
It was those orange slices, man. Those orange slices.
Oh
my gosh.
But, I mean, it's a decent arc. I wouldn't say it's perfect in any way, shape, or form.
I feel if someone doesn't really know a lot about Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, it's a very good introduction to her. I feel it will definitely get you, if you really want to dive more deep into her backstory, it will definitely get you to pick up a comic book or maybe wait till the Disney Plus series comes out. It definitely gets you very interested in the character, and you definitely want to learn more, I feel.
I would say that for sure. I actually did a lot of reading on her before this game was even announced, and I love Kamala Khan. But I don't think that they did her story justice.
That's fair. I feel like
unfortunately,
you kind of said how it would have been better if they just focused on one character. And I feel the fact that they had to still put in the 5 Avengers, it really took away from her story arc. Like, the first half of, I feel like the first, like, quarter of the game, or maybe even the first half of the game, is kind of just, you get Kamala set up, and then you get her reacting with the Avengers and, like, getting them back together. And then after that, it just goes completely back. It's the Avengers game. Like, it's them, like, making sure that they know how to defeat Tarleton and all of this stuff. And then I feel Kamala is just sidelined at that point. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, you hardly see her. Like, she's literally only in the background. She's never on the forefront.
Yeah. And the way that they bounce you back and forth really just jacks up with the arc.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
So, unfortunately, I think I'm going to be fairly low, or on the lower side. I'm in, like, the high 70s.
Okay.
For her arc, and it's just because it gets ruined by the rest of the game.
It does.
So I'm sitting at like a 77.
I can give you that.
All right, next up we got graphics.
I thought these were really good.
I thought they were really good too. We both played this on the previous gen. So I played it on Xbox One, and you played it on PS4.
Yes.
And the graphics looked amazing.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see because they haven't released it yet on PS5 and Xbox Series X. They say they're going to do that probably at the beginning of 2021. And for anyone that bought it on Xbox One or PS4, you get a free upgrade to those next-gen consoles if you buy the next-gen console. But so I'm very interested to see if they'll update. Do you think they're going to update the graphics like at all?
I think they are,
Okay,
but
because I don't know for
I'm this unfortunately graphics is going to get docked a lot for me.
how come?
So I pre-ordered this game,
As did I.
and as did you. And when you pre-order it, you get a set of costumes for the characters.
Yep.
And unfortunately, like you get the kind of the first appearance costumes, or just something similar to that. Iron Man's suit looked great. Captain America's suit would have looked great, but it was so freaking glitchy.
Yeah.
And Black Widow was so freaking glitchy.
Yeah. Nowadays it's a little bit better. They kind of patched it up, but because we still saw it that first couple weeks, yeah, we still got a docket for that shit.
Dude, what is it with video game companies releasing games that aren't done?
Yeah, I'm assuming you've heard all the scuffle with Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
Is
the
it
shit that, or
2079,
it doesn't
whatever
even
it's called?
work.
Yeah, literally every game reviewer has said if the only way that you can play Cyberpunk is on a base PS4 or Xbox One, don't. Just wait until you can upgrade to the next gen console, or at least to a PS4 Pro.
It's like, or don't even buy it.
Because yeah, it's just glitches galore. Literally, it will kick you out of the game because you'll get an error saying, "Oh, we encountered an error on your disc," and just it's
like, yeah, no shit,
show.
you released an unfinished game.
And I love how
Freaking
the company even pointed out, they're just like, yeah, we only really showcase stuff, and they're actually being like really good about it because they're actually giving like refunds. They're trying their best to patch it up, but I love how they straight up said that, oh, when we in advertising, we only really showcase like footage from the PC version. We didn't even showcase the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and we didn't dare show PS4 or Xbox One. This is all PC.
freaking imbeciles. Yeah, so this game. Okay, I don't know about you, but when the scene where the Chimera's starting to go down and everyone's evacuating, and Kamala Khan and her dad are jumping onto the helicarrier to escape.
Okay.
When Kamala gets like that face burst of Terrigen gas, her hair was not loaded.
I did not.
Like
have
her
that
hair
problem.
did not. Yeah, her hair in my version did not load, so she was completely bald. and then when her dad kind of picks her up and like takes her to the helicarrier, her hair comes back for a second, and then it disappears again when they're on the ship, and so she's just a bald character. And I'm like, are you shitting me?
Well, I think
And then there was a whole other level where Thor's hair didn't even load.
I never had any of those problems.
Yeah, I had like nothing but those problems.
Well, I think this just proves that they liked PS4 better than Xbox One. So, suck it, bitch.
Yeah, 'tis true. But and then like Black Widow, she has a costume where her hair is like really sharp red instead of like a natural color. It looks like very sharp. And she's kind of in her classic outfit. That hair, like the hair wouldn't load right. It had like anytime it moved, it would like have black inside the hair.
I think I had that same problem too.
Yeah, and that's all issues that should have been fixed before you even released the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's freaking horseshit. The loading screens looked incredible.
Yeah, for real though.
Other than that, it was garbage. It was just hot garbage.
I mean, I didn't have problems really like you, so I think I'm gonna probably be a little different than you, considering I didn't run into the same problems.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so low because of all the issues
How
that they
low
had with
can
the
you go?
costumes. Like the freaking Captain America one. Like, I shit you not, guys. So there's like a World War II outfit Captain America. So it's kind of like he's wearing like I forget, like kind of like a leather jacket, but it's the Captain America logo, and he's wearing a World War II helmet with an A on it. It won't load properly when you're playing. Like, that suit won't load properly. So all of the details on the arm are fuzzy. Like, he has stars on his arm that look like little freaking circle fuzz.
Have you
And
tried,
then the same with the A.
When was the last time you played this game?
When I beat it.
Shit, okay, because they've made a lot of patches, so that might have been fixed.
I'll have to go back, but I'm basing all of this off of the initial release issues that I had with it.
I agree, but I'm just saying that I think they might have fixed that, actually.
Yeah, and I think they did with most of them, but it's the same thing with like all of the other costumes too. All, like, not even the DLC one. Like, if it was just the DLC, I probably could have forgiven that.
Yeah.
But any other costume that I would go to switch to,
Mm-hmm.
it would take forever for the lines to become really crisp on the suits.
That's weird.
And I don't know where we probably need to make a category. Maybe like a character design category.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but I'll throw it in with this. I'm also docking for the costumes. The costumes suck. It's the same model. It's the same freaking costume, just painted differently.
Yeah, it honestly is.
Like, if you know what Captain America's suit looks like on the cover, imagine that, but instead of it being like a really thin stripe of red, it's just a thick line of red. And like more classic colors, and they chose like 3 different or 4. I'll say 4 different models for the suit. They got the base suit and then just colored it differently, and we're just like, this is a different suit. No, it's not.
It literally is the exact same suit 5 times, but just a different shade of blue each time.
Yeah, same with Hulk. You have the Joe Fix-It Hulk, where he's in like a 3-piece suit. Switch to a different suit, it's just a different shade of Hulk. It's just like a different shade of gray with a different color suit.
Yep.
The exact same suit. It's just messing with the colors. And even like some other ones down the line, there's so his like classic suit where he's just wearing his shorts and then obviously doesn't have a shirt on, so you just his green skin. Different shade of green, different color shorts. And honestly, okay, I can forgive that because Hulk.
Of course you can.
But with everyone else, it's just like, come on. Are you even trying?
The answer is no.
Yeah, I'm so freaking low in this. So low. Like, you're gonna... it's bad.
Alright, I gotta hear it.
I'm at a firm 47.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they were... all of that just pissed me off so much. the costumes I can forgive. Okay, maybe I'm not a firm 47. I'll bump it up to a 50.
Okay, I can give you a 50.
Yeah, the outfits and the glitches and everything else upon release, I'm not like taking into consideration the patches. They're garbage. I feel like the only thing that looks good on my system is the freaking loading screen.
Yeah. Dude, Kate's loading screen is badass.
Oh, I haven't seen her.
Oh, she looks freaking awesome.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Okay, kind of really quickly, I just want to throw this in. So, like, you know, like how we were talking earlier about with the whole Hawkeye thing.
Yeah.
I just want to throw in the line that I don't know if you remember him, Tony saying this, but he's just like, "Good to have you back, buddy. Now people can finally stop asking where Hawkeye went."
Yeah.
I just think that is really funny that Square Enix threw that in as just like, okay, everybody, just shut the hell up. We finally put him in there, okay? We know he exists.
Yeah. That's funny. So yeah, I'm with graphics 50.
Yeah, I can give you 50.
Okay. All right, next up we got music.
It's pretty solid throughout, I feel.
Yeah, it was.
It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing. It's no like. I never got like it as hyped as I did in like every Avengers movie when like you hear the Avengers Assemble theme, because I don't know about everybody else, but I get freaking pumped. I get hyped. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so like, Avengers Assemble, bitch.
Yeah. So this being a video game, this one's out of 100.
Okay.
Unlike our other ones, so I'm like 70, 75.
I was thinking 75.
75?
Yeah.
I can give you that. It's
not bad. I mean, but it's definitely nothing to write home about.
Yeah. All right, next up we got gameplay. So this is just how the characters handle.
And I know Caleb has a lot to say about how Hulk handled, because for the most part with this game, before I unlocked Captain America, I mostly played as Kamala. She was my go-to. Just because I feel that she was the easiest to play as. She had a lot of good attacks. Her attacks were very powerful. Iron Man, on the ground, pretty solid. Flying as Iron Man was a bitch. Was not the biggest fan of the flying mechanics in this game, at least when it comes to Iron Man. Thor was a little better with flying mechanics, but not the greatest.
Not much, dude.
Yeah.
You know how many times I tried flying away really fast but couldn't?
Yeah,
Because Thor had to take that couple seconds to spin the hammer.
I mean, you can't really fault it for that. That's kind of being comic accurate.
I get that, but it's also that those couple seconds are kind of like critical.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Like they should have had like a takeoff ability, like because like you could run and then jump and then you like float like going in a direction and then you spin and you could still be going in that direction and then you like zoom off. But when you have someone shooting at you or blasting a beam, it's hard to freaking. Those couple seconds are critical.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. On overall, I mean, I really actually like playing as Thor. Thor was freaking fun as hell. Throwing Mjolnir, that was fun as hell. Same with Captain America, throwing his shield. Iron Man, like I said, Iron Man was pretty good on the ground when you're not flying. Black Widow, I feel I was kind of the same with her as Kamala. She was definitely a lot easier to handle. But I feel Kamala's attacks were a little stronger. And then probably I feel Caleb would agree Hulk was probably the hardest to play as. Because
he was until you boosted him up.
See, I never did that.
Or leveled him up a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't really play a lot as the Hulk. So when it came to like boosting up the character the most throughout the whole game, it was probably Kamala, but like towards the ending, it was probably Captain America.
Same here. I boosted up Hulk most of it, and then Captain America is my number 2 to go to.
Nice.
Like my top 3 to play as are Hulk, Cap, and Thor.
Okay.
And it's not that I have anything against like Black Widow and Iron Man and Kamala. It's just Hulk's my favorite character.
No.
Captain America is really fun to play as, and
Yeah.
Thor is also really fun.
I mean, now, ever since that DLC was released, Kate's my favorite character because it's actually really fun learning the best way to hit a target, and like they really make you work for being able to hit a target with your arrow. They definitely make you work to make it feel like you're Hawkeye, and I actually love that. So yeah, Kate's my favorite character now.
Yeah, I haven't downloaded
Dude,
Kate
you
Bishop yet,
should.
so
She's so much fun to play as. Love her.
I'm gonna do that sometime soon and play as her for a little bit, just to test her out.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah, no,
gameplay wise, each character it feels like a different vibe when you play as them.
Yes.
And I love that aspect of it. The vibrating on the controllers is a bit excessive.
Yeah. The another thing that's very excessive is the game is like very repetitive. Like you're told to go to this area, fight a bunch of robots. Or say like Jarvis needs to hack into something, you have to make sure you stand in this one circle to defeat all of these robots. If you step out of it, or it gets hacked by one of these robots, you have to start all over again because Jarvis wasn't able to do it. And it's just so repetitive, I feel, for most of the game. And kind of what I pointed out earlier with some of the levels, that you're attacked by so many AIM robots that it's overwhelming. And especially there was this one Iron Man level where it's just you. It's just Iron Man. You don't have any of your teammates, so you literally have to take all of these people out. And it took me at least 5 times to beat it. And on that 5th time, I'm really grateful that I beat it, because I was about to throw my remote or controller through my damn TV. Because it takes a lot for me to get pissed off at a video game, but this game got me pretty heated in a couple of moments.
Yeah, we'll get into what I think of the levels when we talk about main missions and side quests.
Okay.
Gameplay wise, I'm definitely going to be talking, like, definitely getting into difficulty. I typically set my difficulty to easy.
Same.
Or not easy, to normal.
I'm easy. Cause
I played 2 levels, and then I moved my difficulty to easy. And I was still getting my ass whooped.
Yeah, for real though. Like, what the hell?
Your game, we should not have to replay, because I think I was like 6 or 7 times on that Iron Man level.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's that one where you're like flying through the AIM facility.
Yep.
I kept freaking crashing into shit and getting like freaking wrecked. I seriously, like 6 or 7 times that I played that level, and I was right with you. I wanted to throw my controller against a wall, and I was on easy. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's straight up bullshit.
Yeah, when I fight someone, it should be a 1-punch kill for everyone.
Seriously though, or at least like a 2-punch kill.
Yeah, at least, but bloody hell. Are you shitting me? What, like, we should not have to lower the damn difficulty on easy.
Yeah, no. I mean, like I said, I always play mostly on easy because I'm mostly a casual gamer. But yeah, I was having a bitch of a time just on easy. It's like, this is like, is there a super easy mode? I mean, I doubt that would be even better.
Yeah, that shit is garbage.
They needed a Child's Play level.
Yeah, no
That's what
joke.
they needed.
Like, think about the little kids that are playing this game. They're thinking they're getting into, like, a fun, like, ooh, Avengers. And no, they're just like, no, you're about to grow up today. This is what the real world is like. You think you want to pick easy? Nope, still hard.
This will be the day that the kid
Like,
finally
it's a
curses.
freaking joke.
See the kid just taking his controller, being just like, piece of shit.
Yeah, and then, like you said, you get freaking crowded by enemies. And so the only way to actually win, and Hulk freaking gets destroyed by, if you surround Hulk with a bunch of enemies, he freaking gets wrecked.
Yeah, tell me how that makes sense.
Yeah, and how does this make sense too? The lowest level character, I can punch twice as Hulk, and then he'll die. And I can punch twice as Iron Man, and then he'll die. No!
Yeah, that's... A Hulk punch and an Iron Man punch are two different things.
Exactly. Like, the consistency on the power, like, the power scale was just so off. Like, it shouldn't, like, I shouldn't be able to get, like, if I'm a character that deals a shit ton of damage like the Hulk, I shouldn't be able to, he's a tank. He should be able to take a shit ton of hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he's above average in taking the hits. Like, he's probably equivalent to Thor. But there should be, like, I should be able to run away and kind of regain some health and come back, because Hulk has a healing factor.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be, like, super fast, but it should be fast enough for me to freaking keep up with some of these low-level people punching me while I'm getting blasted in the back by some laser freaking adaptoid.
For real, though.
Hell, if I freaking got put face-to-face against two adaptoids, I'm freaking screwed.
Yeah, for real, though. Ugh.
And that's horseshit.
Yeah, it's
That is
straight up
absolute horseshit.
Yeah.
So, playing as the characters, it's a learning curve to learn the different move sets.
Yes.
I feel like this is a game where you kind of are a master of one,
Yeah.
and like you're like decent with some other characters. Like, if you were going to play online with someone, then I think you could be like, oh, this is my backup character. Like, my backup character to Hulk was Captain America.
Yeah.
And if Hulk and Cap were taken, my backup was Thor. And if Thor was taken, I just didn't play.
Fair enough.
I'm like, because I'm not efficient enough with Iron Man, Widow, or Kamala to feel comfortable going into that situation.
No, I get you, man.
And, oh my gosh. And also, another gameplay feature, gear. Gear is freaking pointless.
For real, though. Oh
You
my
go and
gosh.
collect this gear, and typically in video games, when you get gear, your shit changes. Like, if you have, like, let's use Assassin's Creed for example. If you go and collect a different hidden blade, you can see that the hidden blade has changed on your character.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit's pointless in this game.
Yeah, you see absolutely no change.
Yeah, like it with Captain America, one of the gear pieces that you can collect is a shield. He shows you the shield, and it will like show a hologram version of the shield, and then you go and select a different gear, and then it's like it has like a flash, but then nothing changes. It's like, cool, now I have this piece of gear that I can't see.
Yeah.
Cosmetically, it does nothing, and
Yeah.
that's so stupid.
It really is. It's so stupid.
Like, and especially with characters like Iron Man. Like, Iron Man should have the most,
Yeah, exactly.
like, changeable gear.
Exactly.
And obviously, like, you should be able to change what your gear looks like if you're just like, oh, I don't like that aesthetic. but I like what this gear's perks. You should be able to change it for a fee of in-game credits.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just they had so much potential with this game, and it just got squandered because they released it too early and it sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
I'm really freaking low on gameplay.
Like as low as you are on graphics?
On graphics, I'm lower.
Wow, like 45?
Dude, like the game, like we said, it's too hard. Even when you're set on easy, the gear is pointless,
Yeah.
and like the cosmetics, whatever. And then like the only thing that feels good is once you master a character. Before that,
true.
you're gonna freaking struggle.
Yep. You really are.
And like, don't even get me started on trying to build your XP. Like, so if you're someone that likes to play levels to gain your XP, you better shut that shit down, because the only way to gain XP if you're trying to learn a new character is just to play the same level over and over and over and over again until you eventually get perked up enough to be able to go out and do some levels.
Yep. Yeah, it's
So, like, to do a level, they have, like, a power ranking that you should have. And if you don't meet that power ranking, you can't perform that level. It's like, okay, cool, I understand that, but why are you giving me that level as an option?
exactly.
It should be hidden until I reach that level.
Yeah.
And it's just little things like that that just aggravate the shit out of me. So, yeah, I'm so freaking low on this. Like, what are you sitting at?
I can definitely agree with you. It's definitely lower than graphics. I'm at like a 45.
I can absolutely give you a 45.
Okay.
Freaking F this game.
Oh, shit.
All right, next up we got main missions. So the missions in this game were actually they weren't bad. I'll say that.
No, they weren't.
They weren't like super amazing, but they weren't bad. A lot of them are impossible to beat if you're anything higher than easy,
Yeah.
or if you haven't like spent a shit ton of time boosting your characters up in the beginning.
If anyone listening has played this on hard, I really want to know. Like, reach out to us and tell us, did you even beat this game? Because
What is your life like?
Because you the real MVP if you were able to beat this game on hard. Because holy shit, I would have thrown
Yeah,
my PS4 out the window.
No joke. But they had some good levels that kind of helped kind of showcase the characters and their skill sets.
I can agree with that.
Like the opening level is fantastic because it switches you between all of the Avengers. You start off as Thor, learn his skill set, and then Iron Man comes and flies by, and then switches to Iron Man, and then you kind of learn Iron Man's skill set. Then you go to Hulk, learn his skills a little bit, and like all of that feels like really good and fluid, and and they had a lot of levels like that. Like Kamala, she was able to sneak around, like she was able to do a lot of walk around levels. Iron Man had a freaking killer level where he's going around collecting gear for his suit.
Such a great level.
And so you're walking around, you find like his boots, so now you can like fly kind of. Then you find his repulsors on one hand, so you have one repulsor, and then you go find the other one, and then you get like a helmet, and like all of that. It's really fun.
It really is.
It's just once you get past all that it starts to suck. This is a beat 'em up game, and there's no other way to play it.
Yeah. Yep.
And I understand that with like it kind of makes you feel like going into the game like there's going to be more to do than just beat everyone up. like when I go into Ultimate Alliance, I know it's a beat 'em up game. It's a top-down RPG game. So, like, absolutely understandable why it's like that. But like, there's enough diversity in the game, in that game, to encourage me to go on and come back. In this game, I have no desire to go back.
Damn.
Like, I beat the story and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, same.
And now the only reason I want to go back is because new characters, new missions.
Yeah. Yeah, Kate Bishop's what brought me back. And also I needed to finish the story really quickly.
Yeah, but I mean the main missions were they got you through. They did have some like standout levels that were pretty awesome, but other than that, nothing really like, oh my gosh, like you have to play this level.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So for main missions, I'm sitting at like 70, maybe even lower than that, like 67.
I can give you 67, honestly. Definitely.
Oh, cool. Alright, next up we got side quests. And side quests, I played a few just because I wanted to be fair. The side quests are garbage. They are absolute garbage.
Okay, so what are we referring to when we talk about side quests? Because I actually don't even know if I
anything that's not story based. That's not like.
Okay, so I actually did do. I forgot. I actually did do a couple of these because I accidentally got the story mode and just like the like shield missions thing switched up. So I thought for some reason I'm just like, okay, I guess apparently I have to help Mariah Hill with these and then I can finish the story. But I was wrong because on the main menu I accidentally clicked on the first tab when I needed to click on the second one because I was getting like really confused because I was able to play as Kate. So I'm like, wait, why should I be able to play as Kate in the main story? That makes no sense.
Yep.
But I would definitely have to agree with you. They really are garbage.
Yeah, like they have character missions, character specific missions, and they give you a reward for beating those, like if you complete all of them. But they give you a costume, and the costume is the classic, like whatever the cover. So if you like search Marvel's Avengers, the costumes that's on the cover of the game, that's the costume that you unlock if you do all of the levels.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
It is. Yeah, it's very stupid. Hell,
it's like cool. You get to play. Yeah, you get to play or you unlock the ability to look like they do on the cover. What
I feel
freaking do?
Yeah, that should have been the costumes that were unlocked from the get-go, I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
That made
like,
no
how does that make
sense.
any sense?
Yeah, exactly. That made no freaking sense.
Yeah, like you play through the main story and you unlock the legendary, or it's either legendary or it's the epic outfit, but you unlock the Stark Tech outfit before you unlock the freaking main story outfit.
Yeah, it just makes no sense.
And they have such better costumes than those that your motivation to go and collect those it's minimal.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yes, but the side quests suck. They're too hard. They're too hard to beat unless you are like crazy good at boosting your character up. Like after I beat the game, because I played for about 3 hours. Like that, my final session.
Okay.
An hour and a half in, I beat the game. The rest of the time, so another hour and a half, I was playing in one of the harm rooms. So the harm room is like a training room, and I was playing those over and over and over and over and over because you have these daily and weekly challenges that you complete, and then they give you points towards boosting your character and also XP and shit. And I'm only on level like 16, 17 with Hulk.
Right. That's pretty good still, though.
Yeah, but that's like completing the story mode, only playing as Hulk, or playing as Hulk as often as I could, and an hour and a half of gameplay, level 16.
Wow.
And I feel like it should be higher.
No, I get you, man.
Because it's out of 40.
Yeah.
Like, by the time you beat the game, you should be at least, I'd say around 20, like halfway to 40.
Yeah.
Or something. That's just a personal grievance, but whatever. Point is, the side quests suck, and they give you no motivation to go and play them.
Yeah.
No significant. Like, if they would have been like, oh, legendary outfit, like an outfit that was completely different from all of the other outfits, that would have motivated me to go and like collect them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it doesn't do that. It's like, oh, you can unlock these shitty costumes. Oh, cool. So I don't have to do this. Because I have a costume that I like better.
Yeah, it's like, no, please do them.
Yeah, like the rewards were just like stupid.
Yeah, they really were.
So I'm really low on side quests too.
I'm probably gonna agree with you. So let's hear how low you are, buddy.
I'm at like 50.
Yeah, I can give you.
I might even be lower than that. I might be on like 45 level because
I think I would put it on the same level as main missions. Didn't we give main missions 45?
We gave main missions 67.
Oh, we did? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, we gave gameplay 45.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would probably put it on the same level as gameplay, 45.
Let's do it. I don't give a shit. All right, last up, we got our own personal grade.
All right.
So I'll let you take this.
Okay. So overall, I feel there was so much potential with this game, but with some bad side missions, some not so great main missions, just some glitches like Caleb pointed out. This game does not come close to greatness, and that's what I really wanted from an Avengers game. I hope in the future that maybe Square Enix can add more to this game, continue to patch it up. But as from just sitting with a first game playthrough, I'm at like a 65.
That is more than fair.
Okay, what are you at?
I'm at a 60.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so this game, it, like you said, it had so much potential that was just wasted on stupid decisions.
Mm-hmm.
They released this game too early. It was not ready for public consumption. I think that they lost like $60 million on this game.
I think, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
On a Marvel game. Like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, for real though.
Like, your movies are killer. You should be able to make a killer video game. And we've said it. Like, the mistakes that they made were they tried jumping around from character to character too much. They should have focused on one character and moved on.
Exactly.
Like, I was talking to you about this actually. Something that I would have preferred that they done, that would have made them a little bit more money in the long run is I would have released 6 different games, $20 a pop, or maybe even 25 a pop. And each game is just like a variation of this game, but it's you choose a character to play as for the main story. So like on release day they release 6 of them. You reserve your copy for Captain America. I reserve a copy for Hulk. You play the story mode. You play the whole story mode as Hulk or as Captain America, as Kamala, whatever. And then when you beat it, you can go and like then like you can boost your character from there. It has more of there's a play style. Like you've mastered your character or you've figured out how your character works. And you kind of master your character from there. And kind of figure the game style out. And then with that, you could make the stories like 10 hours. And then you have 6 of those. Like 6 different stories that you can play.
Yeah.
So if you do that, so if you have that, you have 60 hours of gameplay, all different side missions, and then maybe it's like, oh, if you collect, or if you get all of them, complete the story modes in all of them, then you unlock a, like a final story or whatever, like a secret ending or whatever. Like, that would have been so much more fun than what
that would have been a
this
blast.
freaking horseshit was.
For real though.
Yeah, and then like even like you could have given I mean there's so much like memory that is used up trying to figure out how Kamala plays versus how Captain America plays versus how Thor plays. If you would have had like a disc solely meant for Kamala, you could make Kamala play however the hell you want.
Yep.
Because the disc isn't reliant on everyone else's gameplay, and you could like really improve the overall gameplay, like improve that experience like a ton. So it left me wishing that there was a better game.
No,
The only reason I enjoyed it was because we've been on a year break of Marvel content, and this was the Marvel content to get me through.
For real though, dude, for real.
So, if you're out there looking for an amazing game,
this ain't it.
Look somewhere else.
Yeah, this ain't it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. So with that, I'm giving it a 60. Averaging our 2 scores out, that brings us to a 62.5, which is going to be the grade that I enter in personal grade. And finally, lastly, the final grade for Marvel's Avengers is a D+.
Ooh, damn. At least it didn't fail.
Yeah.
It didn't get an F, guys. It didn't get an F.
Yeah, it didn't get an F, but it didn't do well either.
No, it did not.
So it is sitting at a 67.29%.
Wow.
Yeah, and let's see. For a D+, it's anything above a 66.
Okay.
So 1 point lower, it would have been in the D range.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like we said, not a super good game.
No, it's really not.
So hopefully, if you haven't played it, you're welcome.
Or just wait for it to be really cheap. It was half price on Black Friday, so I'm sure it will probably be cheaper within. I'll bet
Yeah,
you.
let's pretend like that was their choice.
Yeah. Like, I'll bet you probably within the middle of next year, it will probably be down to $20.
Yeah, and even then, probably not going to be worth it.
And just think, we each paid $60 for this. Wait, actually, Caleb paid $80 because he got the Ultimate
I did.
Edition. I just got the regular edition.
This is making me question getting the deluxe editions in the future.
That's fair.
For all games.
That's absolutely fair.
Yeah, so anyway, this concludes this week's breakdown. Thank you for putting up with our rant. If you liked this episode, want to hear more of our stuff, be sure to follow and subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, RadioPublic, Radio.com, Spotify, and more. You can also catch all of our episodes on YouTube, as well as videos that we'll make someday. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/theallbros, Twitter and Instagram @theallbros. Hit us up if you want a specific episode, want to answer our question of the week, or if you want to join us. We would love to have anyone on. You don't have to be a podcaster. You just have to have a love for a movie.
Yes.
Or a video game if you want to join us for episode 200.
Woo woo.
Yeah. You can also email us at theallbroschannel@gmail.com, as well as check out our website, tinyurl.com/theallbros, and you'll find links to everything that we do there. You can also find links to our merch store on there, which is tpublic.com/user/theallbros channel. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yes, we would.
Yeah, so next week, we will be breaking down Soul, the newest
boy.
Pixar Disney movie.
So if you guys haven't checked it out, please go check it out. It's amazing. So good.
Yeah. I haven't personally watched it yet. I'm hoping that I can get Brielle to watch it tonight. That or Wonder Woman. One of the two.
Dude, are you serious? It's almost 11 o'clock where you are.
But tomorrow's Sunday.
But still, though, hot damn. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an early bird, but wow.
Maybe. Anyway, you guys can look forward to that next week. But until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. Thank you for joining us on episode 150.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for allowing us to get this far without demanding that we shut down.
Yeah. Please let us get another 50.
Yeah. Well, until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Deuces.
So long. Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, it will be New Year when this releases, huh?
Yeah. Come on, Caleb. Get your head in the game.